Admiral Patricia Knox stood frozen at the viewport of Luna Station, watching something that violated every law of physics she knew. The UES Prometheus, which had vanished without a trace 47 years ago during humanity's first deep space exploration mission, had just materialized in Earth's orbit, completely intact. Impossible didn't begin to cover it. Admiral, Lieutenant Commander Torres called from the communications station, his voice tight with disbelief. "We're receiving a transmission from the Prometheus. Captain Rodriguez is requesting permission to dock." Knox's hands trembled slightly. She had served under Captain Elena Rodriguez as a junior officer. Rodriguez had been 63 when the ship disappeared. Even if she had somehow survived 4 decades in space, she would be over 100 now. "Put her through," Knox ordered. The main screen flickered to life, revealing Captain Rodriguez exactly as Knox remembered her. Not a day older, not a gray hair out of place. Behind her, the bridge of the Prometheus hummed with technology that definitely hadn't existed when the ship launched. "Luna Station, this is Captain Rodriguez requesting immediate clearance for emergency docking. We're carrying critical intelligence about a threat to Earth." Knox found her voice. "Elena, it's good to see you, but you've been missing for 47 years. How is this possible?" Rodriguez smiled grimly. "From our perspective, Admiral, we've been gone for 6 months. We encountered something out there, something that doesn't belong in our universe. We barely escaped, and it's following us." "Following you?" Knox leaned forward. "What kind of threat are we talking about?" "Extradimensional parasites," Rodriguez replied matter-of-factly. "They consume reality itself, breaking down the fundamental forces that hold matter together. The civilization that created the technology we're now carrying, they called them the Unmakers." Knox studied the impossible scene before her. The Prometheus should have been a radiation-scorched hulk after decades in space, its crew long dead. Instead, it appeared to be running on some kind of advanced power system that generated no heat signature and left no exhaust trail. "Captain, what happened to your ship?" "Our sensors show technology that shouldn't exist. We found a derelict vessel in the void between dimensions," Rodriguez explained. "The beings who built it have been fighting the Unmakers for eons. They were losing, but they developed weapons and defenses specifically designed to combat entities that exist outside normal physics." The view shifted to show the Prometheus's hull, which now seemed to shimmer with an oily, iridescent coating. Strange geometric patterns pulsed along its surface, and the ship's original weapons had been replaced with devices that hurt to look at directly. "The technology integrates with existing systems," Rodriguez continued, "but it changes you in the process. We're not entirely human anymore, Admiral. The modifications were necessary to operate the equipment and survive exposure to the void." Knox felt a chill run down her spine. "What kind of modifications?" "Enhanced cognitive processing, expanded sensory perception, and the ability to perceive dimensional fractures. We can see the Unmakers coming, Admiral, and they're almost here." As if summoned by her words, space near Jupiter began to wrong itself. Reality twisted into impossible shapes as something vast and hungry pressed against the barriers of normal space-time. "Estimated arrival?" Knox asked, her military training overriding her shock. 18 hours, Rodriguez replied. "But we have the weapons to stop them. The question is whether Earth's governments will trust us enough to let us deploy them." Knox looked at her transformed former captain, still recognizably human, but clearly something more now. The Prometheus represented humanity's first contact with technology beyond their understanding, operated by crew members who had sacrificed their humanity to save it. "Captain Rodriguez, you have full authorization to defend Earth by any means necessary. What do you need?" "Evacuation of the outer colonies and clearance to deploy reality anchors around the solar system." "And Admiral?" Rodriguez paused. "Prepare the fleet for a kind of warfare they've never imagined. The Unmakers don't just destroy ships, they erase them from existence itself." Knox nodded grimly. Humanity was about to learn that some threats required more than courage to face. They required becoming something beyond human.